Holly. Welcome back to part 2 of our Christmas haul of things that I found. The very first one I posted before this one is a lot of things that were new that I found like at Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Dillard's, Amazon, and so I have a part 1 posted and everything linked on that one. But on this one, we are doing my vintage and thrifted and antique finds and secondhand finds. And so this one's my favorite for sure. I love a good thrifted antique item. And so we have lots of new and old sprinkled into our home to give our home that fun curated look. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with this one. And then also, if you love this one, don't forget to go back and watch the other one. And I have lots of links for y'all in that other video. So I do want to tell y'all that one of my new favorite places to shop is Poshmark. So I've been loving Poshmark, Etsy, eBay, and finding secondhand things. And I was on TikTok the other day and it was showing like fun vintage, like tacky Christmas sweater finds. And I have always loved going to the thrift store and like finding some of those because we always have a good tacky Christmas sweater party, but they're kind of becoming like in style to wear now. And so like with the Ralph Lauren sweaters and things, they are very pricey. And so I thought, I want to go to the thrift store and try to find some. I can't get to the thrift store all the time, and to find things, you really need to go thrifting a lot. And so I'm not able to do that anymore. So that's why I am loving Poshmark. They're like in good shape and just vintage pieces. And I can have them shipped right to my front door because like I said, it's just harder to get out and about with Kason with me. I did go to the thrift store and I didn't find anything, but just online there was so many cute ones, so I thought I'm gonna go to Poshmark. So I went to Poshmark, and then I specifically was like, you know, I love the Ralph Lauren bear sweaters, and I've been trying to find one over there on Poshmark, but they are just still so pricey over there. So I just got to thinking, and I was like, let's type in vintage Christmas sweater with a bear, and I found the perfect one, and it's so cute. Y'all look at this adorable Christmas sweater. So it has the tree, it has the little bedazzled, the beads that I love, the stars, candy canes, gifts, all of it. Has the most cutest little teddy bears with the bell. And then I love this tartan fabric. I just think it's so pretty. But then also to top it off, it has the beautiful like checkered pattern and the green and white. So I just loved this Christmas sweater, and they had so many of them over on Poshmark and eBay. If you wanted one with just a Christmas tree, maybe just kind of think of things that you love for Christmas. If you love trains, if you love wreaths, and there are just some gorgeous ones over there. And so I was able to get this one for like, I think $20. And I just cannot believe that I found this was for such good of a price. I think it's so cute. Y'all have to let me know what y'all think about it down below. This one may be one of my favorite finds. I do have another needlepoint stocking I want to share with y'all that I got from Poshmark to go along with some other ones. It was in my part 1 video because they are new. I got them online, and I will link these. They were on sale. So Drew picked this one out. It's got the velvet back. And then this one I had been looking at since last year for Kason. It has the nutcracker, the navy blue, and then the teddy bear. And it has the navy blue backing. But I couldn't find one that I loved for me that was new. And I had been seeing this one online. So I thought I would look on Poshmark and see if I could find one for me. And I did. So I got this one secondhand. It is a vintage one. I loved it because it had the bow, and it also had the teddy bear. It has the pretty Christmas tree. It kind of looks like the Spode Christmas tree, which I have a lot of that in my collections. But I thought these three together were so precious. So I love mixing old and new. We have a lot of that sprinkled around our home, and it helps to give that collective look. So these are my like needlepoint items that I got for our home for Christmas. I just think they're so stunning. And I believe I got this stocking for like $20. So definitely go check out Poshmark. So I told y'all that I went to the thrift store the other day. I did. My mom and I went, and we were looking around, and I just didn't see anything in there. Honestly, our thrift store, the one that I used to go to all the time and share with y'all things, their prices are just really jacked up now. I feel like I can buy in the thrift store what I can buy new at other stores. And then they just don't have that much the times that I went. Now, I have been a few times and able to find some things, but again, the prices are never phenomenal like they used to be. And then also you have to go all the time to the thrift store. But my new favorite place to actually go shop and get my hands on something for just as good as deals as the thrift store is Rustic Relics. And that is like a local antique mall that's local to me. It's in Clayton, Alabama. I have told y'all about that several times. And so I love going in there for each season. And so I was able to, I like to go in there because I know them, they're very friendly. I'll give Kason his snacks and his bottle, and then I go in there at nap time. So he'll take his 1 to 2 hour nap, and I will just have some very quiet me time, just strolling the aisles of Rustic Relics and really being able to look at things. And I just love doing that. It's one of my favorite treats. So I needed some more ornaments for our tree, and I found these. Now these are not vintage. They're by the brand Martha Stewart. These came from Home Goods or TJ Maxx. Just a little bit cheaper than what they would have been at Home Goods. They were 18. They were like 25 at Home Goods. But I never saw this like milk glass. It's like milk glass, mercury glass type look of ornaments. And I already have a few of these on our tree, but I don't have any in this color, like this milk glass, and I thought it was gorgeous. And this came from a new booth that they have in their store that's gorgeous. I'm going to insert some pictures. The lady was there, so I got to meet her, and she was putting out new things. So I said, just finish putting out your things. I'm gonna take some laps around, and I'll come to yours last to be able to shop everything. It is just gorgeous, and there it is, so pretty. It's probably one of my new favorite booths. But I found these there. Then also I found these ornaments in another booth, and this price tag was off, but I believe it was less than $10. And I love these ornaments. They're vintage, and I need to trim them up a little bit, and I want to put like a pretty velvet ribbon on them, I think. But they're like that yarn or like thread. It's a pretty white creamy color. I think these are gonna be so pretty in our tree. I just love these ornaments, so I love thrifting and buying antique ornaments for our tree. The last 2 ornaments that I found were for Kason's tree, and I got him some, I shared them with y'all on my last video. I got them from Amazon. It was a huge pack of light blue velvet ornaments. So I want to put those on his tree. And then also these, I don't want to put anything breakable, and I stumbled upon these in her booth as well. The furry buck, and then also his wife. So beautiful. Well, I don't know, this one has spots. This one's not his wife, this one's his kid. So beautiful. Actually, now that I think about it, I kind of wish that I would have looked to see if there was a doe, because I'm just now seeing this is the baby. So I need to go back and see if they have a doe, so I can have the whole little family. Be Drew, me, and Kason. So I need to go find that. But these were $4 a piece, and they're so pretty, and they're not breakable. Kason loved them. Also, my mom has something similar to this, and I love hers. So whenever I found these, I knew that I had to have them. And it is this pretty pie cutter and cake cutter. $7.50. Y'all, this is how much our thrift store would sell things for. So this is why I love going in Rustic Relics, because this is like my new thrift store now. And then also this is gonna be on a DIY, but I shared with y'all in my last video, I found an ornament from Home Goods, but I'm gonna take it back because I really wanted a thrift one. So I found this one for $4. And what I wanna do with it is put a pretty red velvet ribbon on it. And then I want to create Kason's shadow portrait to put in this and hang it on our tree as an ornament. So we're gonna do a little DIY Christmas video, so be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, with my little DIY Christmas decorations that I wanna do, I went ahead and grabbed another small plate. So I have lots of these little plate holders that you hang on the wall. I got from Amazon because I did a plate wall and I had lots of extras, and I already have lots of blue and white plates too. So I bought a wreath, which I shared with y'all in my last video, and I want to put these plates around it and then hang it on our pantry door. So like I said, we're gonna do a little DIY video of that, but I think it's gonna be so pretty. I've also seen where, and I have some extras actually, so I think I might add these to the tree too, because I have a few extras, and I might even go try to find a few more, because you can just use these dishes for everything. They're just timeless pieces, and I love traditional timeless decor. But you hang a pretty velvet or silk ribbon on this, tie a little bow at the top, and then you hang it on your Christmas tree. I've even seen where people use the teacups, so you can do like little Christmas dishes, the red and white dishes, the green and white dishes for like traditional Christmas. The blue and white is so pretty, and then you can use like the Christmas teacups or anything that you thrift that's like that traditional Christmas to put on your tree. Or if you have maybe like in your daughter's room, or maybe you have like an all pink tree or more feminine tree, you can use like the pretty floral plates with like the pastel colors. That would just be so pretty. So I think I actually do want to add some of these to our tree. I think that would be so pretty, and I have some that I can use. Also, to add to my blue and white collection, I don't have anything this size or this shape, and this could be so pretty with Christmas ornaments in it or Christmas candies, and I can use this all year long. I love having in our home where I don't have to change out every piece of decor, change it out for something Christmas or fall. I love having everyday pieces that I can style to make them look Christmassy or with the seasons. Another thing that I had on my list, I always make like a little list of my notes sections of things that I want to look for. Sometimes it takes me months, and sometimes it just takes me one trip to go and find it. But I had looked at the thrift store and didn't find anything, but I was able to find this pretty glass dish. I love how it had the little feet on it and the scallop detail and the little diamond shaped pattern. This was $4, and I wanted to get something to put like peppermints in and style it over there on our like little drink snack station right beside our Christmas tree. I'll share with y'all that. But I just thought this was so pretty and such a good deal. And I loved the feet on it. And this is a piece that I can use all year long and just fill it with different candies, different little items to help style it up for each season. I've seen this the last few times that I had been in there, but I didn't know what I wanted to use it for. And recently on one of my little Instagram friends that I follow, her videos, she showed that you put confectionery sugar in this. And this says Lady Primrose ink, Dallas and London, dusting silk. And she showed where you put confectionery sugar in this, and it has the bigger holes. So I thought that would be so pretty, especially all the holiday baking that I love to do. Or again, an all season piece, can use this all year round. But definitely during the holidays, put my confectionery sugar in this and then use that to sprinkle on my cakes or pies or cookies. And it's just simple little things like this that just really romanticize and make the holidays extra special. So I'm so excited to have this piece for our collection. I also have seen those match cloches and I love them, but I've never bought one. And I have one or two little vases around our home that are just like a regular little bud vase. And then you put your matches in them, and then you cut off the strip off of the matchbox and you put it underneath. So you can just strike your match right up underneath your little cloche. So this is a good DIY project that you could do too, because you can always thrift these, or you may already have these like around your house. Just grab a thing of matches and then glue the match striker up under it. So this could have been a very fun DIY project too, but I already found everything at Rustic Relics. The vase, it already had the striker and the matches in it, and the matches were so pretty. So I'm excited to use this in our home. And then lastly, I picked up this little container, which whenever my sister-in-law saw it, she is a cosmetologist. So can you just guess what she thought that this was? She said, Holly, can you tell me why you bought a old barbicide, I believe is what it's called, piece for your home? So I'm sure that y'all all know this. It had that blue, I think it's called barbicide, like liquid in it, and it would like, I think like kill the lice or different things in it. And you would put your combs or brushes in there. I was like, I kind of looked at her funny at first because I was like, did I really just buy that? Because I knew what she was talking about, and it looked like one I had already thought about it. But then even Drew was like, no, that's for straws. And then also it does say straw dispenser right here. So I got this to put our straws in because I have lots of fun festive straws that we like to use for every season. But I really thought it would be fun to bring it out for Christmas time because I have those fun Christmas paper straws I could put in here and put it beside like our coffee bar or little drink bar and really make it a little bit more fancy. And also, this reminded me so much. My mom used to take my sister and I to Johnny Rockets all the time. It was like a little vintage, like 50s inspired diner, and we'd get hamburgers and milkshakes, and they like always have these here beside a little thing to put quarters in to play a jukebox song. And so we would always grab our little milkshake straws for this. This was kind of nostalgic for me, so I wanted to have one in our home. Also, this didn't come in for this video, but I was gonna go ahead and share it with y'all. So I found this off of eBay. I was looking back and forth between eBay and Poshmark, and eBay had my size and the style that I wanted. So I wanted some Ralph Lauren pajamas. I had been looking at Home Goods because you can find them there. I found some, but they weren't exactly what I wanted. So I was like, I need to go home and look on Poshmark or eBay, see if I can find them. And I did for a really good deal. They have some new with tags over there, or you can buy secondhand. But these were new with tags, and I just loved them. So here's what they look like, and I love that on the underneath of the collar it has the cheetah print, and then I love that it has like the little Ralph Lauren crest on the pocket. They're just very cute and traditional pajamas, and I love them. Well, that is all for today's video. I hope that y'all enjoyed seeing my thrifted antique vintage finds. Let me know in the comments down below which piece was your favorite. Let me know where you like to shop. Is it thrift stores, antique stores? Do you get on Poshmark or eBay or Etsy? Or if there's any more out there similar to those, let me know. Those three are my favorite, but maybe there's more out there that I could be shopping from. So definitely let me know. Let us know in the comments down below. Shopping secondhand and getting those good deals is always so much fun. Again, if you have not already, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and join our YouTube family. Share with your friends and family that you think would enjoy watching our channel as well. Share it with them, let them know about us, and to come join our YouTube family and come decorate and be with us for our Home for the Holidays series. Hitting that subscribe button is free to you and so easy, but it just helps out me and my channel and our family so much. So I am so grateful for every subscriber that we get, and I love reading and chatting with y'all in the comments down below. So definitely leave me a comment and let's hang out in the comments and get to know each other. But I hope that you and your family have a wonderful holiday season, and I will see you girls on the very next video. God bless, and I'll see you soon. Bye, friends.